Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the Tattered Lace Volume 2 Minecraft Studio USB. Okay, this is fabulous. It comes with your collection, of course, alongside the dies. But if you've got this independently, I'm going to share with you how you can use it on its own or, of course, marrying up with those dies at the same time. So the best of both worlds from this fabulous kit. So I'm going to take you straight through to the PC. Of course, we're going to be using that Minecraft Studio element of that USB. So with this in mind, you get your backing papers, you've got your charisma for your dies, scene building elements, which we're definitely going to be focusing on, and your templates. And I'm going to share with you what these do and what they can be used for to really help you in building your projects. So to actually start with, I'm just going to take the grid actually and the ruler off my mat to make it slightly more visible so you can see exactly what we're doing. And I'm going to make this whole project landscape. Okay, our die set is A4 that we worked with, and typically you want it in a landscape formation. So with your backing papers, you've got loads here to choose from, all these different designs. And I'm looking at all of these and thinking, okay, which ones can, this one here, wallpaper, straight away. So I'm going to rotate it and make it 90 degrees. There we go. And that's going to sit directly in the entire frame of our A4. Now, going back into the USB, I'm going to use scene building elements. Now, again, always use your index. You can see exactly where everything's located within your scene building straight away. And I can see instantly that actually it's number one that I want to use for this because I want to use that paneling. So if we want to select everything and just take those off, oops, I didn't want to delete everything because of course that's going to get rid of our project. Let's just delete off those index sheets. I'm going to bring out this one here and rotate it to 90 degrees. So straight away we've added a dado rail and our paneling up against our wall, and it's already got a really nice drop shadow. So it creates the effect already for us. Now this can be as quick, simple, snappy, efficient as you want it to be. Of course, we've done some projects where we're building hundreds of layers onto Minecraft Studio, but for this one, I'm probably going to use around 10 to 15 elements. So I'm going to start by just dragging out the bits I know I definitely want to use in here. I'm thinking of things like this that really tone in nicely with the wallpaper, but again, you can change the colour of everything. If it was that wallpaper you've chosen and you wanted to change the colour of it, there's nothing stopping you from going blues in here, which actually, I really like that. But you can do anything at all with this one, which is again great. Now before I start actually building up, making this project, I'm going to go back into the USB because we had those templates which I alluded to just moments ago, and these have a template of every single one of the die sets. So for example, grabbing the bench fold card here and rotating it so it is landscape so it matches our project, you can see that I'll know exactly where to position everything on here, because this is where the score lines of that die are going to be. So naturally, if you had a plant that fell right on a score line, it's not really going to look right to the eye because it's going to be folded in half, which takes away that realism element from this. So as you're placing all of your items on your project, you know for a fact that that there is going to sit on the end panel of that project and not start to score or fold. Okay, so I'm just going to move it up slightly. So I'm going to take this just away for the moment and start to resize some of my elements. So I know I'm going to want this one probably just to this side here. And because it's light on white, I'm going to actually add a bit of a drop shadow to this one because you can add it, there we go, just to give it a bit of definition. The plant, I'm going to sit down, just take the scaling down. And again, the beauty of this, having all of those scene building elements as Minecraft Studio files, means that, again, I'm choosing to actually add some parts of this to the project in digital form, and some of it I'll add in die form. So it gives you the option maybe to make the plant full size, but then you can use these on other projects. You know, you can use them with your other Minecraft Studio USBs. So again, we're giving you all of those extra tools that allow it to actually link in with everything we've already shared with you on Minecraft Studio, which is incredible. So from that, we're then going to go back into our scene building, and we're going to use the chandelier. Now it's a bit small when it comes on here and I want it a bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I can see straight away it's actually perfectly central to those. Just guessed that one, but it worked quite nicely, but we can still check. I'm going to make it larger. There we go. And then we're going to add a drop shadow to this too. So it gives the effect of having that shading. In fact, I'm going to take some of that blurred radius down just a little bit. There we are. So it still gives it a definite edge. Okay, now along with this, at the top of those little panel sections, I'm going to put in some plug sockets. We're going all electrical with this. Now the plug sockets are sat down here on your scene building. So with this, I'm going to just put one of those, scale it down and have it here at the top. And then I'm going to bring another one out just down here and put that one down to this side. So we've now got 2 plug sockets. In fact, let's bring up a bit of blur radius on this just to add them so you can see straight away that one stands out opposed to this. So if I just select my other one and then add that blurred radius, it will just give us that nice definition. Just subtle, but allows you to see the image. Now I can see I've got this plant overhanging the edge. I don't really mind that too much, but I am going to bring it in ever so slightly and just crop it down so I know that it isn't going to be cropped off. So just to make it look natural to the eye. I can see here that the tapestry is in line, the chandelier, the plant pot, the plug sockets are in the right point. So with that now, you can take off your template, delete it off, and as soon as you run this through your printer, you can then run it through your die, okay? Now again, if you had the USB without the die, you could score it. You could print it with that template over the top if you wanted to, but I've ran this through the die. Of course, it comes with your main die set from the collection, which is that large A4, okay? So that really big A4 die. And straight away, then we can score a way to create that U shape, which will look like this, and then we're gonna go out like that, okay? So straight away, we have got the card shape instantly created. Now on that die set, and from the USB, I also printed a pattern paper, which was just this paneling from your backing papers. There's loads to choose from. And you'll find this die here that sits within the center, okay? Now this here has tabs. So you want to fold down all 3 of those, which will leave you with a rectangle. Now what these do is they form and build up a unit, a chest of drawers, a table, anything you want it to be here in the middle. So what I'm going to do with that is you want to add adhesive to this side and this side, but leave this one free. So we're going to add a little bit of adhesive. There we are, just to that side one there to begin with. And up to the score line, I'm just going to rotate it. And up to that score line there, you want to then glue that one in situ. Okay, so I'm going to pop that straight away on here, because that then means that this sits at the perfect height and angle with those edges. And then we're going to do the exact same to the other side. So I'm just going to add a bead of glue in here, right up to that score line. And then we can fold this one here in and put those together, just like that. Because that then means when this opens up, oh, I just need to make my glue dry, bear with me. I was a bit too eager with that one. So just give it a few seconds. And then as it comes together, you can then fold that down and straight away, you have got your instant table, a unit inside there, and you pop it back up, which allows the whole thing to fold flat again. Really, really clever design. So with this in mind, I'm going to add just a few elements to this. You could use the chair, you could use all sorts, you could use any different element you want to with this. I'm just going to put in this frame that I've cut. I've just cut it from mirror card, so I'm just going to put this around the edge because again, you can still work with your dies along with the Minecraft Studio USB itself. So I'm going to pop that in here just into pretty much the center of this one. You could add the table runner if you wanted to. So the table runner that comes with your table set, this one here, could be coming down and flowing forward on here. And then all I'm going to do is then place the mirror itself inside this one, just like that. The little plant stand, I'll put this to the edge. There we go. And then you can actually build up all of the elements. So whether it's going to be the cake stand, whether it's going to be the candelabra, whether it's going to be the teapot or the stack of teacups to go with it, they can all sit on here and build those up in any way you want to. So if you're going to create something that looks like this, that's got all of those elements, you can just stand them on little bits of foam or on acetate, and then again, they're still going to fold flat and build up all of that in there. So I'm just going to stand the lamp on this one here just to give you an idea of what you can do. But this really just showcases and shares with you exactly how you can link Minecraft Studio to the project. You're going to put a little desk lamp on here. You're going to put the plant pot to the edge. So let's put the plant pot in here. Here we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of that foliage to the inside. There we go. Just on there. Perfect. Stand that on here. And straight away we've created a scene. It all still folds flat, but that there is utilizing and sharing with you how you can actually work with the die set. And what you can do is put a bit of foam tape underneath here to make a stopper if you wanted to. Really, really cute. But again, room settings, dioramas, projects that are really fun and creative to play with, you have the options to do that. So that's sharing with you the Minecraft Studio Volume 2 Tattered Lace card shapes and how you can link them with the dies, use them independently, but create your very own scenes and backgrounds. So definitely stay tuned for the other videos that go with this collection and the ones in the past and future, and we will see you very soon. Do take care. Bye-bye. If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and click the bell icon to receive notification of all our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.